Hey, shalom, Akim, shalom. First thing and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone that rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Noise in the gospel, broad, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is just another lesson through the Spirit. Lord's will be edifying. Going into how the saints wore out. As the scriptures tells us in Daniel, I believe what is Daniel, the 7th chapter, 25th verse, we'll get that. It says that he should seek to wear out the saints and to change times and laws and seasons. And when you go into that definition of wore out, it actually goes into being overly harassed. All right, because it's so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, predominantly the male of those of our nations, we're constantly harassed day by day by whether it be Esau, Edom, our own people, including our women, and just the world in general. Jake is what they would consider an endangered species, but focusing more on the saints of the Most High, those of us that's engaging in the work, the ministry, is one thing, that we are so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American men in the world that wants to see us eradicated. But in the truth, you're constantly harassed by demons, whether it be an actual spiritual demon or a demon in the flesh, man. Prime example was this guy, Vocab Malone. Brothers have been doing videos on, I think it was him and Cap. Salakia from the Sakari. They had like a sit down or something like that. And it's like a little back and forth dialect. I didn't really care to waste my time to watch it because I can really care less for either one of them. But, they're just one example of them harassing men that's of the faith, man. All right. Because this dude just won't go away. Like one of the brothers from Cali, he uploaded a video going back into like 6 years ago when Vocab was basically mocking the name of Yahweh Shai and basically mocking the ministry. Okay. And that comes, when you go into wearing out the saints, we're constantly enduring some type of affliction. Okay. Whether it be physical, mental, which physical and bodily, same thing. But, dealing with other Israelites, dealing with Christians, how they've been coming up to the camps lately and stirring up strife and contention. All right. Including his dude, Vocab Malone. And also, man, just being in Babylon itself is very nerve-wracking, man. All right. I've heard Jake's talk about when they moved overseas and they lived to tell about it, that it's a whole different dichotomy for when you go to different places like Eastern Europe, Western Europe, parts of Germany, the Philippines, Brazil, wherever, they may go aboard versus to being here in America is total night and day. Now, one thing about you, our people, let's just say if Jake decided to move overseas, and I'm not telling brothers, move overseas, but I'm speaking in general as just a man of color. The curses do follow you. Okay, now you may go to a different country. You may go to Europe or wherever country you end up inhabiting. You may be fair off well in these different societies, but overall, you still have the curses. Because whether you go to parts of Europe or Germany or you go to the UK, they're still westernized. Okay, they're still westernized civilizations. And who is the primary ruler? Esau. Okay, because it's still part of the Roman Empire. When you look at all the places that Rome has conquered and you look at Europe today, parts of Europe, Italy, it's the Roman Empire all over again. Same thing, just modernized, right? So we're definitely wore out, all right? So this is Isaiah 51, and I'm going to start at verses. The point is really in 14. But let's start at verses 11. Isaiah 51 and 11, it says, therefore the redeemed of the Lord should return and come sinking into Zion. And who is the redeemed? That's the elect. Okay, the elect of us that make it out of this ordeal, the destruction, which is swiftly approaching Babylon the Great. Okay, aka America. It says an everlasting joy should be upon their heads, right? Because right now, we are sorrowful. All right, brothers are being roped through the child support system. Okay, brothers are being taken advantage of by these women. You know, some brothers are not well in the body, you know, meaning bodily ailments, you know, whether it be from some type of chronic disease or, you know, bad backs, just period, you know, headaches, high blood pressure. Brothers suffer from it all, you know. Not being able to see their kids being constantly roped through the system to take them for everything that they got. You know, it's a constant headache just knowing you have to deal with this boulder on your shoulders, man. And this is why we hasten for Yahweh Shai to come and deliver us. But it says here, and everlasting joy shall be upon their head, and they shall obtain gladness and joy, and sorrow and mourning shall flee away. So in just a little while, we're not going to even have a remote worry in the world. Okay, we're not going to have to worry about what we're going to eat, how we're going to drink, how we're going to survive. We're not going to worry about somebody trying to garnish our wages. Okay, we're not going to worry about somebody trying to put us to death because of what we speak about. You know, somebody trying to throw you in jail for a tax debt you didn't know about 15 years ago. You know, we're not going to have to worry about that. Okay, we're going to be sovereign of our own right. We're going to have our own shit. Okay, we're going to call the shots. We're going to be the authority. And ain't no type of principalities that are going to come up against us. Okay, you ain't going to have some Edomites sitting behind a state's attorney's desk dictating your life from behind the desk while they're making all types of hundreds of $1,000s a year while you struggling to get by, man. You know, eating oodles and noodles and chicken noodle soup and crackers while they're feasting on 5-course meals and giving women your money just so they can go out and be bigger whores to rope the next sucker through the system. You know, and that's just one small example. Not being pulled over by cops. We ain't gonna have to worry about no damn cops in the kingdom. You know how like when you on the E-way and the cops behind you, you kind of get a little nervous. But then you think about like, okay, my tax up to date, my insurance, everything is up to date. I ain't got nothing to worry about. But even then, they'll find a reason to pull your ass over, man. All right. But anyway, it says, even I am he that comfort you. Who art thou, that thou shouldest be afraid of a man that should die, and a son of a man which shall be made as grass? So overall, we are to not be afraid of this devil, man. All right. Even though he comes with all types of draconian shit, you know, even though he comes with the threat of putting you in prison and taking away your rights and, you know, just making you a dilapidated version of yourself. We ain't got to worry about him because his time is up. All right. Every day that goes by, Esau, Edom is getting ready to literally be done away with. OK, and the good news about it is that there's a buildup. OK, so out of all the offenses, the evil, the wickedness that this devil has done to our people, Yahweh Shai is going to require it. And he's going to require the 2/3 of our people, too. Because, hey, when all hell break loose, you know, you wicked jakes out there, you 2/3 gremlins, you women with your children, all you are getting ready to catch major L's. Okay, baby mamas, all you're getting ready to get the sword put to you, man. This is why lately there's been an over-influx of murders of black women. Like it's one channel I think it's called, forgot the name of it. I subscribed to it 2 days ago because I know one of the brothers did something on it. But overall, they got a specific channel just dedicated to people unaliving so-called black women. And when you look into the history on why they being unalived, I mean, it speaks for itself. I don't even have to elaborate. You know, it's just you black women, you help to push the oppression. You help to make the Jake species become extinct. Even murdering your own babies, which is dumb. All right. But it says, and the fed is the Lord thy maker that has stretched forth the heavens and laid the foundations of the earth, and has feared continually every day because of the fury of the oppressor, man, as if he were ready to destroy. And who's the oppressor? It's Esau, okay, and these women, because Esau and a woman work in tandem to destroy you. Because think about it, like when women go to the state's courts and they try to put you on child support or take your money, the states are in cahoots with the woman to rope you up. And this is why when you go for a hearing, 82% of the cases are won by women, which is totally biased. You have women administrative assistants, you know, you got a women prosecuting attorney, women judges. It seems very biased, right? Because it is. And the crazy part about it is they give the woman your information. You know, she has your social, she has your state ID. She knows where you live at. And the fact that she's basically a mere ghost because they're protecting her. But if she was so righteous, why they got to hide her for? You know, why are they hiding the information? But yet she has full access to you. Okay, because these bureaucracies, like Apostle Gabar mentioned, they ain't for the man, all right? And that's part of the oppression. All right, but it says, and has fear continually every day because of the fury of the oppressor as he were ready to destroy. It says, but where's the fury of the oppressor? All right, because sooner than later, he's going to be washed away. But it says, the captive exile hastened that he may be loosed, and that's us, and that he should not die in a pit. And a pit is talking about slavery. This system is a pit because you can't get out. Because the minute that you're inside the system, like they say, you go into the criminal justice system, it's hard to get out of the criminal justice system, man. Okay, you literally got to become a ghost or go off the grid for them to stop looking for you or searching for you. Because a lot of jakes that get out of jail, they end up going right back. Why? Because that system is like a revolving door. You know, like a judge, they'll look at you and know if you be better. Like, yeah, this guy, he be back. And then you end up coming back and they give you the same judge and he throw your ass under the jail. But it says the captive exile hasten that he may be loosed, and that he should not die in a pit, nor that his bread shall fail. Okay. And the bread is going into our livelihood, our substance. Because as long as we're here, they're going to continue to take more and more and more. All right. Prime example, under the whole Biden administration, inflation has went up down there 28%. Okay. And this is just talking about housing and food alone, you know, and people were being stripped of their possessions and their money. You know, everybody's living off credit. Nobody has money anymore, you know, but yet the little that the people have, they're constantly being robbed of what they have to the point we ain't gonna have no more. Okay, like it's called Hegelian dialectics. They put the squeeze on people, pressure from above, pressure from beneath. And now this guy, Donald Trump, is talking about allegedly that he's gonna pretty much make tax breaks for the rich, meaning that if the rich get tax breaks, that means they're gonna have to tax the poor even more. So within this new administration, I expect more taxes, expect more, taxes, expect more things to go up, groceries, all this shit. Okay, I don't believe he's going to get the debt down at all because at this point, they don't care to get it down. Okay, they want to run the dollar and to the point of its obsoleteness, you know, so therefore they can bring about a digital currency, which will turn out to be the MOTB. All right, so let's go here. This is the book of Isaiah 61. And I'm going to start at verses 1. It says, the Spirit of the Lord Yahweh is upon me, because the Lord have anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek. He have sent me to bind up the brokenhearted and to proclaim liberty to the captives, all right, and the opening of the prison to them that are bound, to proclaim the acceptable year of Yahweh and the day of the vengeance of our power to comfort all that mourn. And this is the reason why we go into prophecy. You know, like when I see those breaking news updates, me personally, it comforts my spirit because I'm like, okay, yes, it's a step closer, you know, but we're waiting for the day when the dollar collapse and these bureaucracies go under, when there's no more IRS, when there's no more U.S. Treasury, when there's no more Title 4D, you know, we don't have to go to work and bust your ass to get a penny on a dollar just for them to take it from you a week later in taxes. Okay, we're waiting on that day. And this is why he said, the Spirit of the Lord is upon me because the Lord have anointed me. And all the brothers that you see out here teaching sincerely, they are anointed of the Most High. Okay, to preach good tidings unto the meek, and the meek goes into the humble. It says, and he has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, and we're completely broken as a nation. Okay, the men hate women, the women hate men. You know, the children is against the elderly. It's a shit show. There's no respect. There's no unity, no brotherhood, no. It says, but to proclaim liberty to the captives, because, you know, the ultimate goal is the kingdom. And this is why we go into stories of the kingdom on how we're going to just live happily ever after. You know, we don't have to worry about anybody coming to displace us, so to speak. You know, you ain't going to worry about a 30% rent hike increase. You know, like every year they do a so-called rent hike until, you know, and they supposed to cap it, but they still continue to go up. You know, so we ain't going to have to worry about that in the kingdom. But it says to proclaim liberty to the captives and the opening of the prison to them that are bound. All right. But anyway, I'm going to go down here to proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord and the day of the vengeance of our power to comfort all that mourn, to appoint unto them that mourn in Zion, to give unto them beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for the mourning, and the praise of the spirit of heaviness, that they may be called the trees of righteousness and the planting of the Lord, that he may be glorified, man. All right. So that's why the Lord said he should come or arise with healing in his wings, because we're gonna get healed. Okay, we're gonna get new bodies. We're gonna think different. Our whole autonomy is gonna be different. You know, you ain't gonna wake up with backaches and wake up, oppressed, worried about what's gonna happen to you. We ain't gonna worry about that here in a little while, man. All right. I got one precept and I ended after that. I think the point has been made. But this is just for brothers that may be, catching all types of hell, which we all are. But, this is just words of encouragement, just to hold on and, just keep the faith and believe, man, and let the Lord work, because I highly believe, and I have no doubt in my mind that the Most High is getting ready to start moving on our enemies, man. Okay, any day now. Okay, don't be surprised when you wake up and you get a text, your baby mama has been put to death, or she's died in a fucking wreck, or got ran over by a city bus, or somebody did something, or, Tutu down the street that crawled through your back window and sniffed the girlfriends, whatever, man, tried to do something to your home or whatever. Be surprised if you find out that he's in the spirit world. Okay, one of the Rothschilds allegedly one of the Rothschilds died in a house fire in L.A., which I didn't think any Rothschilds lived in America, but hey, he may have committed that fire himself because, of the fear of the Lord coming to get their ass, man. Because if you're a Rothschild and you in America and Yahweh comes, you through, man. But anyway, Daniel 7, and I'm going to start at verses 25. And it says, and he should speak great words against the Most High, and surround out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and it should be given into his hand time. It says until a time and times and dividing of times. But when you go here to the wear out the saints, you go into the word wear out. Where are we at? Bala is what is it? Bala or Bala, which means to wear away, to wear out, to harass constantly. And you're constantly being harassed, man. All right. Just having a freaking mailbox alone is a form of harassment. Okay, because the shit you get in there, you just never know, man. One day you gonna open it. That's why a lot of Jakes don't even check the mailbox. Like, sometimes I go weeks without checking it because it's like, okay, what's new? It's a bunch of bills, a bunch of nonsense, sweepstakes. They want to send you credit cards. Like, I don't want none of this stuff. And then you get that letter from the from the courts, or saying you owe some type of debt, or the IRS. It's just like, okay, what's new? So overall, man, we just got to be delivered from this damn place. All right. But anyway, I'm going to end it giving all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Bashim Hawashai. Lord's will, you will edify. Until the next lesson. Shalom.